Hello boys and girls, we're going to review long division. We reviewed this today, but I have an extra video for you to look at to help you as you do your homework tonight. After you watch this video, you will be able to complete the division steps to solve long division problems with remainders. Here we go. We have to remember the division steps, which are does, Miss Slattery breakdance. Does reminds us to begin by dividing. Reminds us to multiply. Slattery reminds us to subtract. Break reminds us to bring down. And dance reminds us to divide again. Here we go. I'm going to do the first one by myself, and then the second one you're going to help me. I begin by looking at the 2 in the thousands place, and I think 2 divided by 6 is what? So I go through my 6 times tables. 6 times 1 equals 6, and realize that when I multiply 6 by 1, my product is 6, and that's bigger than 2. So 6 cannot go into 2. That's impossible. So 2 divided by 6 is 0. Now I multiply. I'm going to make this in red. Multiply. This is to remind me to multiply. I always multiply the divisor by the answers that I get on top. So 6 times 0 is 0. I place it underneath the 2. That shows that I divided 2 by 6 and realized that 6 cannot go into 2. After I multiply, I subtract. 2 minus 0 is 2. Make sure you look at your signs. Some of you, when you get to this step, you say 2 minus 0 is 0, but we're not multiplying here, we're subtracting. Next step, we bring down. We bring down the next number in the next digit in this number. So we go from the thousands to the hundreds. So I bring down the 6. And I think, how many times can 6 go into 26? So I continue my 6 times tables. 6 times 2 equals 12. 6 times 3 equals 18. 6 times 4 equals 24. 6 times 5 equals 30. You will continue to get better with your math facts when we do the math quizzes. I look at the number 26. Then I go back over to my 6 times tables. I divide 26 by 6, and I look at my 6 times tables to see which number, when multiplied by 6, gives me a product that's close to 26 and not over. I can't say it's 6 times 5 because 30 is bigger or greater than 26. But I can say 6 times 4 because 24 is close to 26 but not over. So 24 divided by 6 is 4. I place my answer at the top over top of the 6. Now I multiply. 6 times 4 gives me 24. I write that answer underneath the number that I was dividing by. Does Miss Slattery? Now I need to subtract. When I subtract 24 from 26, my answer is 2. Because 6 minus 4 is 2, 2 minus 2 is 0. If you'd like, you may write the 2, just so when you do the steps you don't get confused, and go back to that. Does Miss Slattery break? So I divided 26 by 6 and got 4. I multiplied 6 by 4 to get 24. I subtracted 24 from 26 to get 2. Now I need to bring down the next number. I work from left to right. The next number I need to bring down is the 5 in the tens place. When I bring down the 5 in the tens place, the 2 becomes 25. Again, I divide. I divide 25 by 6. So I look over here at my 6 times tables. Which number, when multiplying by 6, gives me a number close to 25 but not over? Again, it's not 6 times 5 because 30 is greater than 25. It's 4 again. 6 times 4 is 24. That's the closest product to 25 without going over. I place my 4 over top of the 5. Divide. Now I multiply. 6 times 4 is 24. After I multiply, I subtract. Slattery, subtract. 25 minus 24 is 1. You may put the 0 to remind you that 2 minus 2 is 0. So I have 1 left. Boys and girls, when you do long division of more than 2 numbers, it's okay to show the arrows of bringing down to help keep your digits organized. A lot of you understand the steps of division, but your organization is a little off. Either your numbers are squished together, or you divide a number, for instance 25, 2 times when you didn't show the arrow to show that you did it once. Some of you even stop here and would say you have a remainder of 9. That's not the case. What we have to do, we have to bring down. There's one last digit in this number. And a 4-digit number, you will be bringing down at 3 numbers, 1, 2, 3, before you get a remainder or no remainder. In a 3-digit number, you will bring down a digit 2 times, and again have a remainder or no remainder. In a 2-digit number, you bring down once, and in a 1-digit number, you do not bring down at all. So remember, when you have a 4-digit number, you should be bringing down a digit from the 4-digit number at least 3 times. When you're doing these division problems, if you notice that you did not bring down a digit from the 4-digit number 3 times, then you know to go back and to correct your mistake. So here we go. I need to bring down. And in this 4-digit number, the last number I need to bring down is in the ones place, which is a 9. So now I have 19. And notice 4-digit number, I brought down a digit 3 times. It's always going to be one less than the full value of the number. Bring down, now I need to divide. 19 divided by 6. I have to go through my 6 times tables and see what number times 6 gives me a product close to 19. 6 times 1 is 6, too small. 6 times 2 is 12, close, but let me try 6 times 3. 6 times 3 is 18. Yes, 6 times 3 is the closest to 19 because 6 times 4 is 24, way too high. I write the 3 at the top, over top of the 9. Now I multiply. 6 times 3 is 18. I write my answer to that multiplication problem underneath the 19. Does Miss Slattery. Now I need to subtract. And when I subtract, 19 minus 18 is 1. Do I have any other numbers to bring down? No, because it's a 4-digit number. Therefore, any remaining numbers at the bottom becomes my remainder. Remainder, I'm going to circle it in red. Oops. As a reminder. Don't want that. Okay, I'll circle it in red. That's my remainder. So my remainder is 1. Alright, now that I did it, I think it's time for you to help me do this next problem. After you're done doing this next problem with me, you're set and ready to do your homework. And if you find that you're having some difficulties, please refer back to this video when doing your homework. Alright, here we go. Let's do this together. 2,627 divided by 3. What's the first step I have to do when dividing this 4-digit number by 3? Do I have to divide, multiply, subtract, bring down, or divide? What's the first step? If you need more time, press pause. If you said divide, you are correct. Second question, do we divide from the thousands to the ones or the ones to the thousands? Which number do I begin at? Which place value? Pause if you need more time. If you said the thousands, you are correct. Alright, let's begin dividing. Can we divide 2 divided by 3? Yes or no? Why can't we divide 2 by 3? If you said it's because 2 is a smaller number than 3, you are correct. That is why we cannot divide 2 by 3. Even when we start going through our 3 times tables, right away we notice that any number times 3 does not give us a product of 2 or a number close to 2. 3 is close to 2, but it's greater than 2. When we look for a number, for a product that's close to the digit that we're dividing by, it has to be smaller. We're looking for numbers that are smaller than the digit, not greater. All right, so what do we have to place over top of the 2 since 2 cannot be divided by 3? Excellent. If you said 0, you are correct. After I divide, what do I have to do now? Yes, I have to multiply. But what numbers do I multiply by? Correct. 3 times 0. 3 times 0 is... Good. If you said 0, you're correct. We have to place that under the 2. Does Miss Slattery? What's the next step? Correct. Subtraction. We subtract 2 minus 0, and our answer is... Good. 2. Does Miss Slattery break? What does break stand for? Excellent. Bring down. What number are we bringing down? The 7, the 2, or the 6? If you said the 6, you're correct, because that's the next number, next digit in this number. This is the next digit in this number that we need to place when we complete our division steps. Alright, does Miss Slattery break dance? Now what do we have to do? Excellent job. We have to divide. We have to divide 26 by 3. Miss Rosenberger, if she's not sure of her 3 times table, so she can't say it like this, 3, 6, 9, 12, then she needs to write them off to the side to help her complete this problem. 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 4 is 12, 3 times 5 is 15, 3 times 6 is 18, 3 times 7 is 21, 3 times 8 is 24, 3 times 9 is 27, 3 times 10 equals 30. Alright, 3 times what gives us a number close to 26, a product close to 26, but not over 26? Is it 3 times 10? You're right. No, it's not. Is it 3 times 9? No, because 27, yes, 27 is close to 26, but it's over. So it can't be 27, so our answer is 3 times 8 equals 24. Where do I write the 8? Underneath this 6 or over top of this 6? If you said over top of this 6, you are correct. Now I need to multiply. 3 times 8 is, if I forget, I can look over here. 3 times 8, there it is, 24. I write the product underneath the 26. Does Miss Slattery? What do I have to do now, class? Good job. I need to subtract. 26 minus 24 is... Good. Excellent job, class. It's 2. Now what do I do? Does Miss Slattery break? What does break mean? If you said bring down, you're correct. Which number do I bring down? Do I bring down the 7 in the ones place or the 2 in the tens place? If you said the 2 in the tens place, you are correct, because we work from biggest to smallest. We started at the thousands, went to the hundreds, now we're at the tens. I bring down the 2. When I bring down the 2, I have a new 2-digit number known as 22. Now I need to divide. 22 divided by 3 is what? If I don't know my 3 times tables, I write them out and I refer to them as I complete the division problem. 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 4 is 12, 3 times 5 is 15, 3 times 6 is 18, 3 times 7 is 21, 3 times 8 is 24. 22 divided by 3 is not 8, because 24 is greater than 22. But 22 divided by 3 is 7. Could be 7, because 21 is close to 22 but not over. I write the 7 over top of the 2, and then I multiply. 3 times 7 and I get, excellent job, 21. I write it underneath 22. After I write it underneath, what do? Starts with a sound, like in slattery. Good job. I have to subtract. What's 22 minus 21? 2 minus 1 is 1. 2 minus 2 is 0. Our answer is 1. Am I done? Yes or no? No. Why am I not done? What do I have left to do? I subtracted. Now what do I need to do? You're correct. I need to bring down the 7 in the ones place. When I bring down the 7 in the ones place, I get a 2-digit number known as 17. Now I need to, what? Do I bring down again, subtract, multiply, or divide? If you said divide, you are correct. I need to divide 17 by 3. Again, if I am unsure of my 3 times tables, I write them out and I refer to the products. I go down, 15 is close to 17, 18 is close to 17, but 18 is greater than 17. So 17 divided by 3, the closest number when multiplying by 3 is 5. I write the 5 on top. Then I multiply 3 times 5, which gives me what? Good, 15. I write that underneath the 17. I divided, I multiply, now I need to, excellent job, subtract. 17 minus 15 is, good, 2. Bring down. Are there any other numbers to bring down? No. See, it's a 4-digit number. I bring down 3 times. So now this leftover number is known as my remainder. So my answer to my quotient to this division problem, 2,627 divided by 3, is 875, remainder 2. Excellent job, boys and girls. Now you have fresh in your mind how to do the division steps. Please use the graph paper to help with your organization. Only place one digit in each box. Do not place more than one digit in each box, because then your organization is going to get messy and you're going to make careless mistakes. If you need help, refer to this video when you complete your division problems. Take your time. Do not rush. I'd rather you work at your pace and understand the process and get the answer correct than do it as fast as you can and make careless mistakes and get the answer wrong. Good luck, and we'll review these tomorrow. Bye.